Adding software and tech tools to your business is important for scaling and automation. However, choosing the right tools is a complex task, and making a mistake can be costly both in time and capital. Compounding this, software companies compete for your attention with huge marketing budgets, promising to make your business more effective and profitable easily and automatically. In large corporations, software decisions are made by a whole department, procurement. As business owners, though, we often have to make these decisions ourselves, which is especially tricky if you don't consider yourself hugely tech-savvy. We've put together this guide to distill and outline the process and help you do it yourself. We'll walk you through the 5-step process we perform with clients when making these decisions. Step 1. Work out your actual business requirements. Start by working out what your business actually needs. Just because you saw a great-looking automation tool on Instagram or heard about a cool new AI tool like ChatGPT from a YouTube video, this doesn't mean that your business needs it. Avoid shiny object syndrome. Just because something is new and exciting doesn't mean it'll help your business objectives. Instead, always anchor back to what your business actually needs. Start with problems, not solutions. And remember, it's easy to try to retrofit our business problems to use a cool new software solution. Be wary of this. The best method here is to make sure you always have a list of your current business problem areas and where optimizations and improvements can be made. Hopefully you have something like this already, at least in the back of your mind, if not explicitly outlined somewhere. If you don't, I recommend sitting down and sketching out your current business processes. I'd recommend literally grabbing a large piece of paper and sketching it all out freehand rather than getting too fancy here. If you do want to use a tool, then Miro is fantastic for this, and it's free. The basic idea here is simply to have an overview of how the business works and all the parts involved. With this 10,000-foot view, you can more easily identify areas that need improvement. Step 2. Find the category of tool. Once you've identified some areas of the business that you want to optimize, it's time to start looking at the right software tools to do it. To do this, we need to first know what the category of tool is actually called. This might sound silly. If you want to send more emails to customers, you need an email tool, right? Simple. Because the world of software is so specialized, it's actually important to nail down the exact technical term for the category of tool you are looking for. For instance, there are 81 categories of email tool. These include softwares that deal with email verification, email signatures, email marketing, email management, email security, email tracking, email archiving, transactional emails, and many, many more. Recently, I did some pro bono consultation for a charity who wanted a CRM system. They had taken calls with Salesforce, HubSpot, and a few of the other big names in CRMs, but none were right for what they needed. Why? The search was being conducted in the wrong category. Only once we walked back and looked at the actual needs of the charity was it possible to say, oh, well, you don't actually need a CRM, you need a case management system. A lot of time and effort could have been saved here. So we need to find the name of the category of tool first. Capterra.com is your friend here. Capterra is basically a giant database of softwares for businesses. You're going to head over to https://www.capterra.com/categories and review all the categories. Click on them to get a fuller description so you can check if it meets your requirements outlined in the first step. Your outcome of this step is to have the exact category name of the type of software you want. So it's no longer generic email software, it's now specifically email marketing software or email verification software. We need this precision in the next step. Step 3. Building a long list. Once we know the actual category of software tool we are looking for, we want to pull together a long list of potentials. Capterra from the previous example will give you a long list immediately. However, it's often too long. Because it's a catalog of basically all of the software tools out there, it's overkill. Instead, here are a couple of ways to get a more focused list. First up, nice and basic, Google. You might have heard of it, it's sort of a big deal. Head over to Google and put in software category plus your business niche. Some examples: CRM car detailing business, practice management software physiotherapist, project management software wedding caterer. Generally, what you'll get will be blog articles specifically about the software alternatives for your particular business niche. More useful will be blog articles by independent experts in the industry. Second, run the exact same search but add the word Reddit. Reddit is one of the world's largest aggregation and discussion sites and is carved up into communities called subreddits. These search results will give you actual car detailing business owners discussing CRMs. This is gold dust in terms of your research and will be unbiased by software companies. Third, see what your competitors are using. Type in your competitor websites at builtwith.com to get insights into their tech stacks. If you put all your competitors in, you can spy on their tech stack to know what they are using. This works especially well on larger competitors because most likely they've spent lots of time researching and trying out different software tools. You can borrow that research and apply it to your own business without the learning curve. With the 3 methods above, you should have a solid long list of options. Step 4. Testing time. Once you have a list of options, it's time to test them. This can either be you as the business owner or the team members who will be using the tools. The basic process here is to try out all the tools. It doesn't matter how good the marketing is for the tool, how exciting the promises are. What we are looking for now is how useful the tool is for our business. Sign up for all the tools you can and start to use them. This is the only way you'll know if they are right for your business. Some specific advice. Make sure you set a reminder of the first billing date so you can cancel in time if you aren't going ahead with the tool. Does the tool play nicely with your other tools? Does it integrate? As your tech stack grows, you need each tool to be able to talk to one another, and the more out-of-the-box integrations, the better. Custom integrations are expensive. Does the tool connect to Zapier? Zapier is a tool that sits in between other tools to allow them to talk. It's a very helpful software for making everything work nicely together. Interface and ease of use. Is the tool intuitive and not painful to use? This is often important for long-term usage. It has to not be a pain in the arse. Support. What support options are available and what are their response times? Don't just take the company's word for it. Test their support. Send a support request. Email them. Start a chat. Test out how responsive they actually are and how helpful the responses are. Step 5. Final selection. Likely you'll have a clear winner from testing. If not, hopefully you've whittled it down to just a handful. In this case, we basically need a decision-making matrix. Another way to get comparisons of your shortlist is Google. Google product A versus product B. Very likely others have compared these two products and have written comparison reviews. Hopefully this is enough to help you finalize your choice. So we're done, right? Almost. Step 6. Purchase. We've done the hard work. All we need to do now is reduce our purchase risk with one last tip. Go for the monthly payment option rather than annual if possible. Yes, it's more expensive, but it also gives you wiggle room in case the wrong decision was made. To risk the decision by going monthly initially, you may find issues with the software as you take it live in your business. To summarize, this is a quick outline of the basic process we run through when choosing tools for our own businesses or assisting clients with similar decisions. As a whole, though, I hope this summary gives you a clearer framework for how to approach this sort of decision yourself. If you found this useful, subscribe to get more detailed no BS guides for business owners.